Hello, my name is Anne-Marie Ketchum, and I'm the Artistic Director of the Verdi Chorus. The Verdi Chorus, along with every other performing arts group in the country and in the rest of the world, has had a difficult year this year, but we have found some new ways to bring music to you, and we have put together things this year that we hope you have enjoyed, and we're going to continue to do that as we move forward. This is the second installment in a series that we call Verdi Chorus Presents. The first one was a group of beautiful art songs from Spain and Spanish language countries. This one is a set of Italian art songs full of gorgeous melodies and lots of love songs and lots of love of life, which is where I found our title. I'm presenting in this concert 6 of our Fox singers, our Walter Fox singers. These are young professional opera singers that we work with in the chorus. They are wonderful young singers, and I am very, very fortunate to have them as section leaders, helping the rest of the chorus fill out the sound and leading them in many different ways. But this is an opportunity to give them a little bit of a focus and a showcase. And so we're bringing you these lovely Italian songs today in this concert. I'm going to give you a little explanation as we go along, because obviously everything's going to be in Italian, so that you know what's going on. So we're going to start with Rossini. Now, I decided in this concert to include several of our favorite opera composers. Rossini is certainly one of them. Not only did he write incredibly wonderful operas, mostly a lot of comedies and some serious ones too, and some of them will be very familiar to you, but he also wrote some pretty wonderful art songs. Those are songs that stand alone. They're not a part of a larger work. So our first 2 songs, I'm going to introduce to you as we go along. So our first one is called La Promessa, The Promise. And this will be sung by Megan Lindsay, a soprano. And in this song, she says, "I will never, ever stop loving you." And don't think I could ever joke about a thing like that. No, I will never joke about it. I will never stop loving you. I think she's kind of teasing him a little bit, but she's absolutely sincerely in love with this guy. Our second song is called L'Invito, and this one will be sung by Sarah Salazar, also soprano. And in this one, it's called L'Invito, which means the invitation. And she says, "Come, Ruggiero, to your Eloisa. Come to my arms. Let me kiss you." It's our first 2 songs by Rossini. Our second little set here, still Rossini. We move on with 3 more songs by Rossini. The next one is called La Pastorella dell'Alpi. In other words, the shepherd girl from the Alps. And this will be sung by soprano Tiffany Ho. Now, this is very sweet, and you will, if you listen, you will hear as she jumps up and down, just sort of like the mountains jump up and down. There's a little bit of echoing going back and forth, and you hear all of that in the music. It's a little bit of coloratura, which is really kind of fun. The next song is called Serenata, or Serenade, and this is a duet. And we have Megan Lindsay back with us, and Joseph Garate. Megan soprano, and Joseph is a tenor. And here he starts out and he sings to her and he says, "Come and join me." He says, "Look at the white moon who is hidden by a veil. Come and join me in the forest in the dark shades, and let's be together and let's be in love." And she answers him with exactly the same words. It's a lovely little duet. The third song in this little group is called La Danza, and this will be sung by tenor Elias Berezin. And this is just plain fun. Elias sings as he's watching, I think probably a gypsy girl who's twirling and dancing and jumping around, and it goes faster and faster, and he's mesmerized by all this twirling. La Danza. 3 more songs by Rossini.
Son bella pastorella che scende ogni mattina e la Francesca di freschi
mezzo al mare, mamma mia, si salverà. Ora è bella per danzare, chi è in amor non mancherà. Già la luna in mezzo al mare, mamma mia, si salverà. Ora è bella per danzare, chi è in amor non mancherà. Già la luna in mezzo al mare, mamma mia, si salverà. Presto in danza tondo tondo donne mie venite qua, un danzon bello e giocondo a Gesù la toccherà, finché in ciel brilla una stella e la luna splenderà, il più bel con la più bella tutta notte danzerà. Mamma mia, già la luna in mezzo al mare, mamma mia, si salderà. Frinche, 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 mamma mia, si salderà. Frinche, mamma mia, si salderà. Salta, gira, ogni coppia cerchio ha. Già sta banda si ritira e l'assalto tornerà. Salta, gira, ogni coppia cerchio va. Già sta banda si ritira e l'assalto tornerà. Già sta banda si ritira e all'assalto tornerà. Serra, con la bionda, con la bruna va qua e là, con la rosa va seconda, con lo sporta fermo sta, viva il ballo a tondo tondo, sono un re, sono un mascià, è il più bel piacere del mondo, la più cara volontà. Mamma mia, già la luna in mezzo al mare, mamma mia, si salderà. Brinche, 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 mamma mia, si salderà. Brinche, 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 mamma mia, si salderà. La 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 la.
Our next composer is Ildebrando Pizzetti. He lived from 1880 to 1968, so he's not that long ago. It's a different style of music, as you will hear. There's a lot of impressionistic sounds in this piece, especially in the piano part, as you will hear. The song is called I Pastori, or The Shepherds, and it is sung by Arianna Stolz, our mezzo-soprano. In this piece, Arianna is talking about the men in her family and how, as they live up in the Alps, way up high, this is just as September is beginning, and it is time, as the winter is going to come, it's time to take the sheep down the hill to warmer lands. And she is thinking about her gentlemen, all of the men that she loves, and what is this journey all about? And she pictures every moment as they're traveling down. There's a moment where one person, the first person that sees the Mediterranean Sea, and he says, "Oh my goodness, there it is." And she goes on with this dream because she knows this road very, very well. She's traveled it herself. At the end of the song, she says, "Oh, why can't I be with my shepherds?" This is a song called I Pastori.
Vivo calpestio tu ciro mori. Oh, perché non sogno come
So, as I said before, the Verdi Chorus does mostly opera, and our next two songs are by some of our favorite opera composers. The first one by Pietro Mascagni, who wrote one of our favorite operas, Cavalleria Rusticana, and some of you have heard the chorus do excerpts from that wonderful piece of music many times. This is a song called Serenata and will be sung by Joseph Garate, our tenor, one of our tenors. And in this one, it is a serenade, and he is a young man who says, the amorous doves are sleeping and their heads are buried in their white wings, and you are like that, easing your tiredness under the embroidered quilt. And he says, as you smile, a passing fairy touches your face. He says, white in a cloud of blonde hair, don't wake up. You are the flower of my paradise, and I am coming to kiss you in my dreams. The next one is by Ruggero Leoncavallo, who is the famous composer of I Pagliacci. Now, often those two operas are performed together, Cavalleria Rusticana and I Pagliacci. Well, here we're putting two art songs together by those two composers, and this song is called Mattinata. It's a bit related to the serenade in that in this one, the young man, sung by Elias Berezin, this is the dawn, and he says to her, the dawn is dressed in white, it has already opened the door to the sun, and with pink fingers caresses the myriads of flowers. Mysterious trembling seems to disturb all nature, and you will not get up. Vainly I stand here, sadly, and sing. Dress yourself in white, and open the door to your serenader.
come col capo sotto l'ala bianca dormon le palombele innamorate, così tu adagi la persona stanca sotto le coldrimoli e ricamate la testa bionda sul guancial riposa, lieta dei sogni suoi color di rosa. Assai ti dice che bruciar le vene, che sanguinare il cor per te mi sento. Passa e ti dice che ti voglio bene, che sei la mia dolcezza e il mio tormento. Bianca tra un nimbo di capelli biondi, e sorride ai sogni suoi giocondi. Ah, non destarti, o fiore del paradiso, ch'io vengo in sogno per baciarte il viso.
L'aurora di bianco vestita, già l'uscio dischiude al gran sol, di già con le rose sue dita, carezza dei fiori lo suol. Commosso da un fremito organo, intorno il creato già par, e tu non ti vesti ed invano mi sto qui dolente a cantar. Metti anche tu la veste bianca e schiudi l'uscio al tuo cantar, ove non sei la luce manca, ove tu sei la scela amor. Ove non sei la luce manca, ove tu sei, ove tu sei, nasce l'amor.
So our next set is a set of 6 songs by Francesco Paolo Tosti. Tosti, one of my favorite Italian composers of songs. He is a master of melody and a master of understanding thinking and the thoughts that happen to human beings when they're in love. We'll do 6 songs. The first one is called Non t'amo più. I don't love you anymore. It's a very beautiful and poignant song. It says, "Do you still remember the day that we met? I dreamed happily of caresses and kisses, but your words were misleading because your soul is made of ice." It goes on and later says, "You watched me beg, turning pale. You watched me cry before you, only to satisfy your desire. I had given my blood, I had given my faith. Do you remember? Now my faith, my immense desire, my dream of love isn't you anymore. I don't search for your kisses. I don't think of you. I dream of another ideal. I don't love you anymore. This will be sung by Tiffany Ho. After that, a very sweet little piece called Avukella. And this will be sung by Megan Lindsay. And this is just a sweet little moment between two lovers where she says, you are like a small flower. You have a little tiny mouth, just a little bit faded. Give it to me and take it, a small kiss. Like your small mouth, it looks like a small rose, just a little bit faded. The third song for right now is called Mare Chiare. This is one that might be familiar to some of you. And in this song, this will be sung by Joseph Garate. And this is another one where it says, when the moon comes out in the Mare Chiare, even the fish are making love. Whoever says that the stars are bright doesn't know that your eyes are gracing your face. And he says, wake up, Carolina. To accompany the sounds with voice tonight, I have brought a guitar. Wake up, Carolina. The air is sweet. Ah.
Ricordi ancora il dì che ci incontrammo, le tue promesse le ricordi ancora, folle d'amore ti seguì, ci amammo
luna, mare chiaro, eppure lipisce incefano l'amore. Se rebotano l'onde dell'umare, per la priezza cagliono colore, quando sfonda la luna mare chiare. A mare chiare in cestana fennesta la passione miangia tuzzulea, Lucaro fanno adoro, d'intana testa passa l'acqua per sotto e murmulea. A mare chiare in cestana fennesta. Amarecchiare, c'è sta una finestra. Chi dice che le stelle sono lucente non sapes tu a che capo tieni in fronte. Stido e stelle io saccio sulla mente, dinta lucore ne tengo li ponte. Chi dice che le stelle sono lucente. Scetate caruli callaria, dosce quando mai tanto tempo ci ho portato. Caro fanno adoro, dinta una testa passa l'acqua per sotto e murmulea. A mare chiare c'è sta una finestra.
Our next three songs, also by Tosti. The first one that you will hear now is called Sogno, or Dream. And this is a song that will be sung by Ariana Stolz. And in this, she tells of a dream that she had, and she says, I dreamt that you were on your knees like a saint praying to the Lord. You were looking deep into my eyes with a glowing look of love. You were speaking quietly, asking me sweetly for forgiveness. I stayed silent and with a strong will fought the irresistible desire. I had faced martyrdom and death. Still, I forced myself to say no. Then your lips touched my face, and my heart betrayed me. I closed my eyes, reached out for you. But I had been dreaming, and that beautiful dream vanished. The next song will be sung by Sarah Salazar, and this one is called L'ultimo bacio, or The Last Kiss. Here she says, if you see him, tell him that I love him, that I still love him like the first day, that in languid dreams I still call him as if he were here. Tell him that it is enough for my life, that last kiss of a final goodbye. Tell him that I love him and that I wait for him here. The last song in this set will be sung by Joseph Garate, and it is called Ideale, or Ideal. And in this he says, I followed you like a rainbow of peace along the paths of heaven. I followed you like a friendly torch in the veil of darkness. Absorbed by you, I dreamed a long time of the sound of your voice, And earth's every anxiety, every torment I forgot in that dream. Come back, dear ideal, for an instant to smile at me again, and in your face will shine for me a new dawn.
Ho sognato che stavi ai ginocchi come un santo che prega il Signor. Mi guardavi nel fondo degli occhi, sfavillava il tuo sguardo d'amor. Tu parlavi la voce somesa, mi chiedea dolcemente merci. Solo un guardo che fossi promessa imploravi, curvato al mio piede. Io tacevo e quell'anima forte il desio tentato ridotto. Ho provato il martirio e la morte, pur mi vinsi, ti dissi di no. E tu labbra sfiorò la mia faccia e la forza del cor mi traidì. Chiusi gli occhi, ti stessi ne braccia, ma sognavo e il bel sogno svanì. Se tu non mi dirai che l'amo ancora come ai brividi, che ridonqui i sogni ancora la chiamo, l'ultimo bacio che fosse qui. E dirai che basta la mia, tutto quanto da lui non mi rapì.
seguì come ride di pace lungo le vie del cielo. Io ti seguì come un'amica face della notte nel velo. Io ti sentì nella luce, nell'aria, nel profumo dei fiori, e fu piena la stanza solitaria di te, dei tuoi splendori. Interrapito al suon della tua voce, lungamente sognai, e della terra ogni affanno, ogni croce, in quel giorno scordai. Torna, caro ideal, torna un istante a sorridermi ancora, e a me risplenderà nel tuo sembiante una novella aurora, una novella aurora. Torna, caro ideal, torna un istante a sorridermi ancora, e a me risplenderà nel tuo sembiante una novella aurora, una novella aurora. Torna, caro
Next, we're going to hear a number of Neapolitan songs. These were popular songs from Naples, and some of them are going to be a bit familiar to you, some maybe not. But you're going to hear some wonderful melodies and some kind of fun movement, etc., etc. Our very first song is called La Spagnola, And this will be sung by Megan Lindsay. And in this song, our lady here talks about how they say that I am the most wonderful Spanish girl. I am the queen. Sono la bella. I am the most beautiful Spanish girl. And she plays around. I think she's a bit of a flirt, and she's having fun with this song. The next one is a totally different kind of feel. It's called Cor Ingrato, in other words, ungrateful heart. And this one will be sung by Elias Berezin. And in this song, it says, Katari, he's talking to this girl, Katari, Katari, why do you tell me only words of bitterness? Why only things that torment me, Katari? Don't forget that once I gave you my heart. You never think of my pain. You never think of it. You don't care. Ungrateful heart. You wrenched my life from me, and now it's over. You no longer think of me. Cor ingrato. The last one in this set is called Chiribiribin. Now this is one of those songs where if families were to get together, everybody would know the song and everyone would be singing along. And this time will be sung by Sarah Salazar. And it's just a kind of a fun melody, playful, and it's a love song. And she says, Chiribiribin, I sing to your beautiful smile, to your beautiful nose, to your beautiful teeth, to your beautiful mouth. 3 songs from Napoli.
Di Spagna sono la bella, regina son dell'amor. Tutti mi dicono stella, stella di vivo splendor. Di Spagna sono la bella, regina son dell'amor. Tutti mi dicono stella, stella di vivo splendor. Stretti, stretti, nell'estasi d'amore, spagnolo s'amor così, bocca a bocca la notte e il dì. Stretti, stretti, nell'estasi d'amore, spagnolo s'amor così, bocca a bocca la notte e il dì. Amo con tutto l'ardore a che sincero con me delle anime il vigore li fo ben presto veder. Amo con tutto l'ardore a che sincero con me dai fiori il vigore li fo ben presto veder. Stretti, stretti, nell'estasi d'amore, spagnolo s'amor così, bocca a bocca la notte e il dì. Stretti, stretti, nell'estasi d'amore, spagnolo s'amor così, bocca a bocca la notte
Katari, Katari, dicesti parole amare, perché me parli a cuore, me turmiente Catari, non te scurda, cattaggio da te, o core Catari, non te scurda. Catari, Catari, che vene a dicere, stu parla che me da spase me. Tu non c'è piense a stu dolore mio, tu non c'è piense, tu non te ne core ingrato, t'hai pigliato a vita mia, tu t'è passato e non c'è piense che io. Piense tu non te ne cure. Core ingrato, t'hai pigliato a vita mia. Passato
So a few more Neapolitan songs, and we're going to start this little set, this is our final set, with a song called Non ti scordar di me, which means don't forget me. And this will be sung by Ariana Stolz. And at the very beginning of this song, she tells a little story about a swallow who left the nest and without sending a kiss, without saying goodbye. And it goes into the body of the song where it says, don't forget me. There will always be a nest right here in my heart for you. Don't ever forget me. Non ti scordar di me. The next song is one that you may recognize. Many people do. It's called O Sole Mio. Sarah Salazar is going to sing this, and she's going to get a little bit of help from our two guys, our two tenors, Joseph and Elias. I know many of you have heard this many, many times, but maybe you don't know what it says, and here's what it says. It says, what a wonderful thing that it's a sunny day, with calm air after the storm. The calm atmosphere looks like a feast. What a beautiful thing it is to be a sunny day. But there's another sun that is more beautiful. It is my sun, meaning it's you. And it says, oh, my son, o sole mio, o sole mio. Next, a really fun kind of little song. Now, this is actually quite a tour de force, and it's called Il Bacio. And our Tiffany Ho is going to be singing this. There's a lot of coloratura, lots of high notes and flying all over the place of the voice. And it's all about kisses. Il bacio means the kiss. And she says many things about kisses. She says, I give them only to you. Sweet kisses, sweetness of love. Kisses here, kisses there, kisses for you. And she goes up and she goes down and all over the place. And it's totally charming. We're going to finish this concert with an old favorite called Funiculi Funicula. And again, this is another one that's probably familiar to many of you. But did you know that it's all about a funicular? You know, those things that go up the mountains on the ropes. That's what the song is all about. And it says, let's go from the earth to the mountaintop without walking. Pulled by a rope. No sooner said than done. We'll go to heaven. It goes up like the wind suddenly. Up, up, up. Let's go up to the top. Let's go. Funiculi up. Funiculi down. This heart always sings, my love. Let's get married one day. Let's go to the top. Let's go. Funicular up, funicular down. Funiculi funicula.
scordor di me. La vita mia legate a te. Che si più nel mio cor per te non ti scorrerò. darei, dolce un bacio ti darei. Tutte direi le dolcezze dell'amor, a tutte le dolcezze dell'amor. Sempre assisa, te da presso mille gaudi, ti direi, mille gaudi, ti direi, e di palpiti ti rispondono al mio cuore, e di palpiti ti rispondono al mio cuore. Gemme belle, non deseo, non son vaga d'altra fetta. Un tuo sguardo il mio diletto, un tuo bacio il mio tesor, il mio tesor. Vieni, non tardare, vieni da presso, vieni a me. Nell'ebbrezza d'una messa che io vivo sol d'amor. Sulle labbra, se potessi dolce un bacio ti darei, dolce un bacio ti darei. Ah, sì, vien da presso me, vien da presso me, vien da presso me. Ah, sì,
Ai sera nanni neve le saliette, tu sai adò, adò sto cuore ingrato che io dispiette, far bene un po'.
allò il fuoco corre ma si fuggi, te lascia sta, e non te corre presto, non ti struggi, solo a guardà.
ne saluta, la cappo già, la cappo già. E liuta, poi venuta, poi tunata, sta sempre ga, sta sempre ga.
Gota, gota, torna, torno, torno te, a torno te. La cuore, gambe, svema, non la lorno, sposamo nei, sposamo nei.
Yamo, yamo, goppa, yamo, ya. Yamo, yamo, goppa, yamo, ya. Funiculi, funicula, funiculi, funicula. Goppa, yamo, ya. Funiculi, funicula. Yamo, yamo, goppa, yamo, ya. Yamo, yamo, goppa, yamo, ya. Funiculi, funicula, funiculi, funicula. Goppa, yamo, ya. Funiculi,
Well, I hope you enjoyed all of that, a little bit of Italy that we brought to you. Before I close this out, I want to put out a very big thank you to our orchestra, Lorraine Madden, who played everything so beautifully. She is one of the dearest people in my life, and I'm so happy to be able to present her and her artistry to all of you. It's been a joy for every one of the singers to work with her, and for me too. I did want to say we started this whole program because of the pandemic and because of 2020, but I look at it as an opportunity to try some new things and to bring some music to all of you that we might not have been able to otherwise. And it's something that I want to continue as we go on. We can look for more and more things to add to Verdi Chorus Presents. It's a kind of a good new challenge, and pandemic will be over, but we'll continue to kind of explore new ways to bring good music to you. I also want to tell you we're very, very proud to have started what we're calling the Artists Relief Fund. We started that when everything shut down last year in March. As a way to help our artists because this has been a really tough time for them. So I would ask you, if you feel the Spirit move you, to please give generously. That's how we can pay these lovely young singers for all of this beautiful work that they do. They work for years and years, and they study and they learn all this music, all memorized, as you can see, and bring their hearts to it because it's more than just singing. And we would like to be able to help them out during this time. So if you can, just look on the Verdi Chorus website, and there's a place there where you can give if you can see your way to do that. Artists Relief Fund. One more little fun thing, just to let you all know, is the Verdi Chorus has started, when we first began, we began in a restaurant. And we had wonderful Italian food and opera and a little Broadway at the end. And I was one of the singers. And our history has food with it. And so during the pandemic, we decided to do a cookbook, which we have done. And it's ready and available for you to order. And it's really quite beautiful. I think there are about 175 recipes in this thing. Recipes given to the cookbook from chorus members, from Fox singers, from some of our soloists. And it's full of really, really delicious things. So check that out also on the website, and you can order it right away. And lastly, just an invitation to you to stay tuned because I'm planning another one of these lovely concerts to be streamed, and the next one will be all American art song. Such a great wealth of beautiful music written by American composers, and our Fox singers are getting ready for that. So that's coming up. And after that, we're just looking forward to being able sometime in the future to having the entire chorus get together, singing the great, great choruses of opera with you in front of us in an audience where we can all be together and really experience all this together in one room. But until then, keep tuning in, keep listening to music, and send us a little money if you can to help these wonderful young singers. Thanks for listening.
Ja,